Hey there, news junkies and entertainment buffs. Welcome to New and Entertainment Advisor, your one-stop spot for the freshest scoops, hottest trends, and must-know stories breaking the internet, delivered with a twist of fun and a dash of insight. Hit that subscribe button, and let's dive into what's new, now and next. Have you ever felt that sudden rush of excitement when a whole new world of possibilities opens up before your eyes? That's precisely what many creators are feeling right now. A wave of changes, updates, and controversies has been unleashed from YouTube's headquarters, setting the stage for what could be the most groundbreaking year the platform has ever seen. It's no secret that creators have long searched for innovative ways to grow an audience, break into new markets, and earn an actual living from their passion projects. But as 2025 approaches, YouTube's new leadership is making radical decisions that have left some individuals ecstatic and others in pure disbelief. This story isn't just about more money or clever AI tricks, although those elements loom large. Beneath the surface, there's talk of hidden policies, a shift in the entire viewing experience, and even unanswered questions about who truly benefits from all these sweeping transformations. Will smaller channels finally be on equal footing with established giants, or will these shifts cement an even greater divide? And how might brand new AI integrations disrupt the fundamental nature of creative work? By the end, you might be questioning the very future of digital content. But don't expect neat, comfortable answers. Big developments rarely come without unexpected twists. Let's pull back the curtain on these monumental 2025 YouTube changes, starting right now with the most prominent shakeup of them all. For years, YouTube has been synonymous with advertising revenue. Most creators relied heavily on ads placed before, during, or after their videos, hoping viewers wouldn't skip too soon and sabotage precious watch time metrics. Yet 2025 promises a seismic shift far beyond conventional advertising, driven by YouTube's newly minted CEO and a flurry of strategic announcements that have the internet buzzing. The first bombshell comes with the news that branded sponsorships and channel memberships will no longer be optional accessories, but rather central pillars of monetization. According to leaked internal memos, more than half of the channels earning substantial revenue last year did so through means unrelated to typical ad placements. You might have already seen signs of this trend creeping in. Creators promoting membership tiers, offering behind-the-scenes content, or collaborating with companies in new and exciting ways. But 2025 marks the moment YouTube is doubling down, not only promoting these methods, but also automating them in ways we've never witnessed before. Rumors have swirled about a fresh user interface specifically designed for memberships. This layout will supposedly encourage casual viewers to upgrade with a single click, with integrated perks spelled out so clearly it almost feels like a game. The daily watchers scrolling through their favorite channels will see enticing prompts for exclusive streams, early access to new uploads, and even personalized messaging perks. YouTube wants fans to think, why would I just watch for free when I could unlock so much more? Then there's the enhanced brand partnership ecosystem. Insiders claim that new systems will connect advertisers directly with creators in a streamlined marketplace. YouTube's vision is to cut out the labyrinthine negotiations and middlemen that made sponsorship deals cumbersome in the past. Instead of back-and-forth emails and phone calls, the platform intends to provide a dashboard where sponsors specify their requirements, like the desired niche, audience demographics, and budget, while creators input their stats and content style. With a few clicks, a match is made and both parties can seal deals in record time. And let's not forget the rumored additions to e-commerce. Several big retail brands are said to be testing native shopping modules on certain channels, which allow viewers to purchase products while continuing to watch. If this test goes well, we could soon witness a widespread rollout where entire channels transform into hybrid content and commerce hubs. Some might call it convenient, others find it borderline intrusive. Either way, the revenue potential is massive, and that alone has creators jockeying for early participation. But these developments haven't arrived without controversy. Independent content makers worry that brand partnerships and integrated retail could overshadow smaller voices. They ask if the algorithm will prioritize videos with brand deals or shopping features over those without them. After all, YouTube stands to gain a cut from these deals, so there's a suspicion that the platform might give more visibility to creators who jump on board. As we'll see, though, this monetization shift is only half the story. The real spark lighting up discussions in corners of the internet lies in something more futuristic, more transformative, and, some say, more controversial. AI is increasing control over the creative pipeline. Technology moves fast, but the sheer speed at which AI-based tools are taking center stage on YouTube has caught everyone's attention. The platform's new leadership has openly declared AI as the cornerstone of future content creation, aiming to equip channels with powerful features that range from automated translation to entire video concepts generated by machine intelligence. Plenty of these advances don't merely scratch the surface. They reshape how creators conceive, film, and edit their videos. One of the most talked about tools is the auto-dubbing feature. Early testers have shared that it's eerily accurate, converting English-speaking creators into seamlessly dubbed Spanish, French, or Mandarin speakers with hardly any friction. For a channel that's always operated in a single language, this kind of tool can immediately multiply reach, introducing content to billions of viewers outside the original audience. And the results are impressive. Insiders at YouTube claim that channels using these dubs saw a rapid uptick in watch time from entirely new regions. However, not everyone is celebrating. Critics argue that while auto-dubbing might be helpful, the potential for AI to overshadow genuine human touch is enormous. Voices, speech patterns, even comedic timing, these aspects can feel off when replaced by synthetic approximations. There's also the underlying worry about potential mistakes or misinterpretations leading to comedic or embarrassing errors. Imagine a sensitive or nuanced topic getting lost in translation, and a single slip could escalate into a public relations nightmare. Another hotly debated development involves AI-led video editing. Yes, you read that right. Some creators report that YouTube is piloting a feature that can automatically splice clips, insert transitions, and rearrange footage based on engagement analytics. In other words, the system calculates what segments viewers are most likely to skip and slices them out before the final upload. It suggests background music, color grading, and even thumbnail design. This could drastically reduce the production time that typically takes content creators days or weeks, especially those who work alone or in small teams. But is this a stepping stone to more creative freedom? Or the beginning of a slippery slope toward formulaic content? Some wonder if the reliance on AI-driven editing will lead to videos feeling eerily similar. Same pace, same music, same transitions, all dictated by the platform's data-driven metrics. What about the intangible spark that human editors bring? Those subtle choices that reflect personality and style? Will it be lost to one-size-fits-all editing templates? Then there's the question of AI in brainstorming and scripting. Ever catch yourself staring at a blank Google Doc for hours, searching for inspiration? YouTube's new Inspiration tab allegedly taps into trending topics, competitor analyses, and viewer habits to generate entire outlines that can be turned into a script with a few clicks. Think of it as ChatGPT meets in-depth YouTube analytics, all rolled into a single tool. For channels that often wrestle with writer's block or just need fresh angles, it might sound like a dream come true. Yet for purists who see writing as an art form, letting an algorithm conjure up your ideas feels like the essence of creativity is being traded for convenience. None of these changes, though, exist in a vacuum. While advanced AI can catapult certain creators to new heights, it also raises philosophical questions about authenticity, skill, and the balance of power between the platform and the individuals who rely on it. It's that balance between corporate interest and genuine community building that's fueling what may be the most heated debates YouTube has seen in years. And if there's anything the online world loves, it's a good controversy. When new features or policies roll out on a platform as gigantic as YouTube, it often takes less than a day for chatter to erupt. Overnight, entire forums, subreddits, and Twitter spaces fill with speculation and insider leaks, some verifiable, many purely speculative. The swirling conversation around these 2025 changes has been no exception. A recurring theme among critics is the fear that smaller creators, those who have painstakingly built loyal followings over years, might get overshadowed if they don't adapt to these new features quickly. Speculation has emerged that the algorithm will increasingly favor videos enhanced by AI editing or dubbed in multiple languages, thus marginalizing channels that can't keep up. The sense of urgency is palpable: either embrace the platform's new direction or risk being left behind, overshadowed by channels that have the resources to jump on these new capabilities from day one. Another common concern focuses on the platform's alleged hidden agenda. It's no secret that YouTube profits when creators generate higher watch time and attract brand deals. Yet many content makers worry that these new monetization avenues, integrated shopping modules, membership expansions, streamlined sponsorships, might tilt the playing field. Imagine you're a comedic storyteller who's never needed brand integrations or product links to entertain your audience. Now, if YouTube's algorithm decides to prioritize channels that generate commerce or brand partnership revenue, how would that affect your discoverability? Could comedic or educational content with fewer direct monetization hooks be nudged into the background, overshadowed by videos with guaranteed financial returns for the platform? Moreover, discussions are brewing about potential policy shifts that some interpret as a crackdown on purely creative content that doesn't feed into the new monetization loops. Officials from YouTube strongly deny these claims, stating that the ultimate goal is to support every type of creator. But skeptics cite past controversies, where the platform has rolled out changes that inadvertently hurt certain niches, as proof that official statements aren't always the full story. One particularly fiery rumor involves an alleged AI compliance rating. According to a handful of so-called insiders, YouTube might introduce a hidden score that measures how effectively a channel is integrating AI-driven tools. The suspicion is that those with higher compliance ratings might be rewarded with better placement in search results and recommendations. Is it true or just another piece of online gossip? As of now, it's impossible to confirm, but that hasn't stopped creators from discussing the possibility nonstop. Then there's the delicate matter of user data. AI and monetization expansions often require more extensive data collection, everything from viewer watch patterns to consumer shopping behaviors. Some critics question the ethics of how this information will be used, hinting that YouTube might be treading a fine line between personalization and privacy invasion. While such allegations remain speculative, the tension they create is very real. Amid all the uproar, a more subtle theme is emerging: authenticity versus efficiency. Are these upgrades forging a path to greater creative freedom, letting people focus on their storytelling while algorithms handle the tedious tasks? Or do they represent a slippery slope toward homogenized, machine-led content tailored to maximize platform profit above all else? The response from different corners of the community has been as complex as one might expect. Some high-profile creators are already praising the potential for increased revenue, easier editing, and instant multilingual outreach. Others have voiced concerns that the essence of the platform, raw, unfiltered personality shining through, might be at risk. Meanwhile, smaller channels worry if this is just another giant leap, favoring those who can adapt instantly or pay for professional AI integrations. Whatever stance you take, the controversies keep heating up. Critics might sound alarms about hidden agendas, but YouTube is forging ahead, unveiling feature after feature in an almost relentless march of innovation. Will the wave of potential backlash fade away, or will it intensify into a full-blown revolt that forces the platform to scale back? The truth is that neither path is certain, but the tension alone is enough to keep the entire digital world watching. And that's exactly what some believe YouTube wants. Major YouTubers, tech analysts, marketing experts, everyone seems to have a take on these unfolding developments. Some influential creators who've tested out the AI editing suite claim they can churn out double the content without sacrificing quality, effectively boosting their channel's growth. They're partnering with big-name sponsors more easily, translating their videos for global audiences, and forging membership options that rival the interactivity of popular streaming platforms. Yet not everyone is popping the champagne. A handful of notable voices are stepping forward to warn fans and followers about the dangers of letting AI take on too big a role. They argue that while the short-term gains might look fantastic on paper, less editing work, more targeted monetization, broader audiences, the long-term cost could be the soul of creativity. Are we ready for a tidal wave of formulaic, algorithmically perfect content that lacks the spontaneity and uniqueness that once defined the platform? If every channel follows the same AI-generated best practices, where does originality go? Another faction of critics includes privacy advocates who challenge the collection of user data. With advanced recommendation engines that rely on deep learning, the platform gains unprecedented insight into viewer habits and preferences. while creators may celebrate better targeted ads and sponsorship deals. The bigger question remains: who gets to own and interpret all this data? And are we comfortable with the potential for it to be sold or used for undisclosed purposes? Meanwhile, big advertisers are eyeing these changes with keen interest. Some marketing insiders predict a gold rush in which brands flock to YouTube's newly streamlined partnership system. They envision a future where every major corporation has a curated stable of reliable creators promoting their products. On the surface, it's a match made in heaven. YouTube captures more revenue, creators get reliable sponsorships, and advertisers connect with audiences in ways they've never managed before. Yet there's a nagging concern that this commercialization might overshadow smaller, more niche channels unless they pivot to brand-friendly content. Competitors like Twitch and TikTok are watching these moves with equal parts concern and admiration. Twitch has dominated live streaming for years, but if YouTube's watch with and second screen experiences evolve into a well-structured system, it could chip away at Twitch's user base. TikTok, on the other hand, might feel the heat of YouTube's short-form content, empowered by AI editing and better monetization, manages to outshine quick mobile videos. It's not outlandish to suggest that 2025 might see a fierce arms race among these platforms, each trying to claim the title of ultimate destination for both creators and viewers. Industry commentators have already dubbed this year's suite of changes a mega pivot, a term usually reserved for entire business model overhauls. But perhaps that's not an exaggeration. By integrating AI at nearly every level, from conceptualization to distribution, YouTube is doing more than launching a new feature or two. It's rewriting the guidelines of how content can be created, monetized, and discovered. In a world of accelerating technology, every pivot sparks both euphoria and dread. Creators who adapt swiftly often skyrocket to the forefront, while those who struggle to keep pace risk being left behind. Viewer habits also evolve. It wasn't that long ago that mobile viewing was on the rise, and now we're seeing TV becoming the primary device for watching YouTube in the United States. As these shifts combine, there's a growing sense that the next few months might redefine what a successful YouTuber even looks like. But how does all this unprecedented innovation, growth, and potential uproar wrap up? We're about to revisit the main points and consider what they might mean for the bigger picture. After all, when a platform with billions of users changes the game on so many levels, we can expect ripple effects well beyond a single year's update cycle. Time and again, YouTube has reinvented itself to keep pace with emerging trends and expectations. Yet something about 2025 feels different. This goes beyond just another incremental shift in watch time metrics or a tweak to the algorithm. We're staring at a fundamental transformation in how creators earn money, how they produce content, and how they connect with audiences around the globe. Monetization is branching out, membership models are evolving, brand partnerships are more accessible than ever, and entire production pipelines can now be powered by AI tools that were barely imaginable just a few years ago. But these opportunities also bring new debates about authenticity, creative autonomy, and the delicate balance of power between the platform and its users. Smaller channels fear marginalization. Established creators grapple with the ethics of letting machines generate ideas, and advertisers circle like hawks, eager to capitalize on more direct ways to target potential consumers. Skeptics warn of over-commercialization, privacy risks, and the possibility of a homogenized creative space dominated by AI's cold logic. Whether you're a casual viewer, a budding filmmaker, or a seasoned YouTuber with millions of subscribers, these changes will likely affect how you experience the platform. Some of these shifts might enrich your journey, bringing in bigger paychecks and new ways to connect with fans in far-flung countries. Others could spark soul-searching questions. Is the ultimate aim to amass watch time and brand deals, or to maintain the raw spontaneity that once defined YouTube's essence? No one has a perfect crystal ball. The next few months may prove thrilling for those who leap onto the new possibilities, and daunting for those who long for the old days of simpler uploads and straightforward ad revenue. Perhaps the real question is whether YouTube's community will collectively find a way to preserve its authenticity amidst this avalanche of futuristic tools and monetization schemes. Will they harness AI's power while retaining that genuine spark of humanity? Or will the platform morph into something more like a polished, corporate-run broadcasting network than the grassroots video hub many fell in love with? For now, the platform stands on a knife's edge between promise and potential pitfalls. What happens next depends on how creators, viewers, and advertisers alike choose to navigate these uncharted waters. One thing, however, remains clear. If you thought YouTube was already shaping global culture, brace yourself. The coming era might very well redefine everything we know about digital entertainment and community building. And if that doesn't excite, and maybe even unnerve, you, then nothing else will. Stay curious, question everything, and remember, every revolution brings both winners and losers. Let's hope that in this new age of YouTube, we can keep the spirit of creativity alive while embracing the innovations that just might propel us into the most extraordinary chapter of online content creation yet.